Welcome. Today, we're diving into AI-based predictive monitoring, specifically, how it applies to pressure differentials. I'm Dr. S.K. Singh, and together we'll explore how artificial intelligence can help us anticipate changes in pressure, improving safety and efficiency in critical systems. Let's get started. Let's start by understanding why pressure differentials matter so much. They keep air moving from cleaner areas to less clean ones, stopping contamination from sneaking in. This helps maintain the strict standards of cleanrooms and protects products during sensitive processes. But traditional monitoring has its limits. Alarms only react after something goes wrong, responses can be slow, and small pressure shifts might go unnoticed, raising contamination risks. That's where AI steps in. It predicts pressure changes ahead of time and suggests fixes before problems escalate. Let's talk about the regulatory forces shaping predictive monitoring in manufacturing. The EU GMP, Annex 1 sets clear expectations, continuous monitoring of critical environmental factors, a strong contamination control strategy, and ongoing trend analysis to stay ahead of issues. ICH-Q9 encourages us to embrace advanced risk detection and preventive quality management. Meanwhile, the FDA's Advanced Manufacturing Program backs cutting-edge tools like AI, machine learning, and process analytical technologies. Together, these regulations push us toward data-driven monitoring that deepens process insight and prevents contamination before it happens. Let's look at the kinds of data we're working with for AI-based predictive monitoring. We gather operational data like door openings, personnel movement, and production schedules. Equipment data is just as important. Things like AHU performance, fan speeds, damper positions, and HEPA filter loading. We also collect environmental data, pressure differentials, temperature, and humidity. By combining all this, AI uses machine learning and historical trends to predict pressure changes before they happen, helping us stay ahead of any issues. Let's break down the architecture of an AI-based monitoring system into 3 key layers. First, the data collection layer, where sensors like differential pressure transmitters, building management systems, and environmental monitors gather real-time information. Next, the AI analytics layer. This is where machine learning models analyze patterns and run predictive algorithms to make sense of the data. Finally, the decision layer. It generates alerts, suggests HVAC adjustments, and scores risks. For example, using 5 years of pressure data, the AI can predict deviations a full day ahead. Here, we see how AI-based prediction changes the game. The alarm only sounds if pressure drops below 10 pascals, but the AI forecast warns us hours earlier. At 8 a.m., it predicts pressure will fall below that threshold by noon. This gives engineers time to step in before the problem actually happens. The result? Pressure stays within the safe range, avoiding any excursion. This example shows how predictive monitoring can prevent issues before conventional alarms even go off. Here, we see how the AI system predicts a pressure excursion before it happens, giving us a valuable early warning. The current pressure is 12 pascals, with an action limit set at 10. By calculating the rate of pressure loss, which is 1 pascal per hour, the system estimates that the pressure will reach the limit in about 2 hours. This example uses historical data to show the pressure dropping steadily over time, helping us stay ahead of potential issues. Let's talk about predictive maintenance using AI in HVAC systems. The AI keeps a constant eye on key equipment parameters, things like fan efficiency, filter loading, damper response, and airflow performance. For example, it might notice a steady rise in HEPA filter resistance or a drop in airflow velocity. From this, it predicts when pressure differentials will fall below acceptable levels, often days in advance. That way, maintenance can be scheduled proactively before any environmental issues arise. It's about staying ahead, not just reacting. Let's break down how we calculate the overall risk score for pressure excursions. We start by multiplying each risk factor by its assigned weight: pressure drift at 40%, HVAC performance at 25%, door openings at 20%, and filter loading at 15%. Adding those weighted scores together gives us a total of 6.85 out of 10. This score indicates a high risk of pressure excursion. The AI model uses these example parameters to monitor risk in real time, helping us stay ahead of potential issues. Let's look at a real example of how AI steps in. When pressure drops below 12 pascals, particle counts jump by 35%. Microbial recoveries also rise within 48 hours. The AI doesn't just spot this. It connects the dots across environmental data like pressure, temperature, humidity, and particle counts. It also pulls in quality data, such as monitoring trends, deviation history, and CAPA records. The outcome: we update preventive pressure limits, making our contamination controls smarter and more proactive. Data integrity is the backbone of trust in any system, especially when AI is involved. We follow the ALCOA Plus principles to keep data attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, and accurate. Every AI prediction and recommendation is fully audit-trailed, so it's reviewable during inspections. To ensure this, AI systems undergo rigorous validation, following frameworks like GAMP5, user requirements, functional specs, and risk assessments. Plus, we meet key regulatory standards, including Annex 11 and 21 CFR Part 11, to keep everything compliant and reliable. When it comes to regulatory expectations, we're looking at a few key areas. Risk-based implementation ensures we focus where it matters most. Model validation and continuous performance checks keep systems reliable. Data integrity is non-negotiable, and everything has to integrate smoothly into existing quality systems. Looking ahead, the future of AI in pressure monitoring is exciting. Digital twins, self-learning HVAC, autonomous controls, and continuous process verification are all emerging. Together, these advances help us detect issues earlier, reduce contamination risks, improve reliability, and stay fully compliant. We're looking at the future of environmental control in pharmaceutical manufacturing, AI-based predictive monitoring of pressure differentials. This approach goes beyond just reacting to issues. It uses real-time data, machine learning, and risk-based decisions to anticipate pressure changes before they happen. The result: fewer contamination risks, smarter HVAC performance, and stronger compliance with global quality standards. This technology is a cornerstone of Pharma 4 and smart cleanrooms, turning pressure management into a proactive, powerful tool for contamination control and continuous improvement. Thanks for joining me today. If you want to dive deeper or have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I appreciate your time and attention, and I look forward to continuing the conversation. Thank you. This video was created with SlideSpeak. Visit SlideSpeak to turn your presentations into engaging AI-narrated videos.